And before we start, I would like to just say, let's start the recording. And also, let's call this meeting to order, 6:36. First, I would like our Spanish interpreters to please make their announcement and put their information in the chat.
Hola, buenas noches. Si alguien necesita interpretación en español, por favor marque el número en su teléfono 347-966-4114 y cuando se le pida el código para entrar, este es 699-089-600 más el símbolo numeral. Otra vez el número de marcar de su teléfono es 347-966-4114 y el código para entrar es 699-089-600, símbolo numeral. Y por favor, mantenga su micrófono apagado hasta que se le pida que puede hablar. Gracias.
Thank you. Once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to District 28 CEC Middle School Admissions Fair. We're so excited to have you here tonight. And just for joining us on a night that you could have been doing anything else, you chose to be here, not just for yourselves, but for your family and for your children. And we are obligated to do the same because we value you as much as you value us. Maybe we value you a little bit more. But at the same time, I want to just first thank our administrative assistant, Dorinda. She's been working behind the scenes, making sure all these strings are connected. So I want to just pour out our thank you to our administrative assistant, Dorinda, for always doing everything to keep us together and holding us accountable as your council members to continue the leadership that we do. And then, of course, a council is nothing without its council members. So I want to take this time out and acknowledge the council members that stood up and said they wanted to be part of this committee to put this admissions fair up. So please, council members, say hi and bring some greetings.
Hello, how are you? Councilmember Annie Koch.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kenya Townsend, and I am also a council member. Wonderful to be here.
Good evening. My name is Chantel Chambers. I'm one of the council members, and I'd like to welcome everyone that is here today.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, as we move forward, I just want to mention all parents, you can always put your questions that you might have in the chat. We're going to have Q&A at the end of our presentations because we don't want to hold up one because we still want to get out of here at a decent time, but we want to value everyone's time and get all the information that we can. So please put your questions in the chat. We will be monitoring the chat just in case to make sure that all the questions get answered tonight. And if they don't, we will follow up to get those answered later. And other than that, thank you again for showing up for yourselves, for your families, for our community. And I want to thank all the principals in schools. You guys showed up to just give us an exciting, valuable presentation to show off why District 28 is great. And do we have our superintendent here? I know I saw Dr. Benoit, but oh, she's in the chat. She's just sending her greetings. So it's like, look at that, we're aligned. So without that being said, I want to bring back our council member, Annie, who will be directing us with the presentations tonight. Annie.
Hi, thank you, President Quentin. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the warm welcome to all of us here. I'd like to remind everyone gently that each school presenter has 7 minutes to give their presentation, so we stay on schedule and still have time for Q&A after the presentations are over. So would you like to begin now? I have the first presenter waiting, Mr. Jim Harrell, principal of Queens Collegiate, a college board school.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And hello again, CEC28. It is always a pleasure to be here with you. So my name is Jim Harrell. I am the principal of Queens Collegiate. I'm going to talk a little fast because I only have 7 minutes and I want to be sure that I get through everything. I love talking about our school. The tagline here is a home for every learner. We take all of the children. We're not a screen school. You don't need a test to get in or certain grades or any of that. We have specialized programs for all service models for special education and for our multilingual learners and all of the others as well. So I hope you'll give us a look. Our vision is inspire, empower, and care. We want to inspire our students to be the best version of themselves, to empower students to take charge of their education. And we want to help our students learn how to care for their community, their friends, their family, themselves, and of course, the world at large. And we do this because we are a family at QC. When folks come into our open houses, of which we have a few more, we always start here. I promise that if your child comes to our school, they will be known and understood and cared for, not just by their favorite teacher or their guidance counselor, but by everyone, by multiple adults, right? By many of their teachers, by our school aides, our community associates, our deans, our administrators, and of course their teachers. And so we work really hard and intentionally to make sure that all of our students are known and understood. And part of that is building a strong student culture that we actively cultivate, right? So culture is not something that you just let happen. It's something that you develop, and you don't develop it in the principal's office. You develop by being out in the school and working with students to build the school that we all want to see. And so that is our work. We are a 6 through 12 school, so I'm not actually in the District 28 Superintendency. We're part of Queens South High Schools, but along with half a dozen other schools, we are a 6 through 12. So one of the real benefits of coming to Queens Collegiate is that you don't have to go through the process twice. And so here are our basics. We're a 6 through 12 school located on the Jamaica High School campus. Our school day is 8:10 to 3 o'clock. And you can see some of the other information there. Our goal for all of our students is college. We know that most people at some point in their lives are going to find themselves in a college classroom. Even if they don't go to college right after high school, if they join the service, if they get job training, whatever the case may be, we know that students are often going to find themselves in a college classroom as they seek promotion or as they seek to change careers. So I take it as a personal responsibility to ensure that all of our students have access to college preparatory material as part of their education with us. And it begins in 6th grade with creating a strong foundation in literacy. All of our students are required to read 3,000 pages over the course of every school year in grades 6 through 8. We have QC Air, our Adventures in Reading class, which supports students to do that goal. And it allows them to not only accomplish the goal, but also to find joy in reading and writing. They explore genre, they explore, graphic novels and poetry, and they really get to find, the places where they connect with reading and where reading makes sense to them. And it begins in our middle school and extends into our high school with research-based literacy curriculum and mathematics curriculum and literacy across the curriculum. And as part of our superintendents and the larger city initiatives, we have targeted reading instruction for students who come to us a little bit behind. Once students have that foundation in grades 6 and 7, in grade 8, all of our students take the Biology Regents exam, and about 1 in 5 are able to also take algebra and/or US history. So we build a strong foundation in grade 6 and 7 with rigorous core content, math, ELA, science, and social studies. Students also have access to a full arts program, including a drumline, as well as electives. As far as our culture is concerned, as I mentioned at the beginning, culture is not something that you sort of let happen. It's something that you have to be intentional about, and it's something that we are very intentional about. And it begins with a restorative approach to all things, both discipline and otherwise. With community circles and mentoring, we run an empowerment series that helps especially our middle school students learn how to build healthy relationships, learn how to manage stress and peer pressure and social media, and all of the things our 11, 12, and 13-year-olds need to know about in order to navigate middle school, which is a time of extensive development. We have a number of interest-based clubs and sports for our middle school students: robotics, cosmetology, debate, student government, basketball, soccer, cheer, including leadership opportunities and ambassadors, and so on. Okay, as you look ahead after middle school, our high school students do really amazing things. We have a 90% high school graduation rate for over 4 years. 72% of our seniors take college preparatory classes. We offer 7 AP classes as well as 7 college credited classes, and access to 30 plus sports, a high school band, and student run clubs. So college preparatory classes are required for all of our high school students, and we spend time in middle school making sure that all of our students, regardless of how they come to us, that they're all prepared to take those college preparatory classes in our middle school. Students take arts classes, we have a business program, and 7 years of post-secondary reflection. One last thing, we have a great after-school program. It runs from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday, free of charge. We partner with Queens Community House. They are the best, and we have a long-standing and very healthy relationship with them. So that's one of the nice things about our middle school. Last thing, these are open houses. I actually have to leave this evening to go to an open house for middle school for 6th grade. And so I'm grateful to CEC28 for letting me sort of get in at the top before I have to run off in a few minutes. But these are open houses. We have one more in-person open house, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the 22nd. I run those open houses. I would love to spend an hour just walking you around the school and helping you know about who we are at Queens Collegiate. All right. So with that said, I'm going to share this with you, and I'm going to go on mute now. I know somebody else is waiting to go next. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Principal Harold, for that wonderful presentation. Next up is presenter number 2, Mr. Naren Prun, Assistant Principal of the Magnet School for STEAM Exploration and Experiential Learning, MS 358.
Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Naren Prum from Middle School 358. I am currently the assistant principal at Middle School 358, and I'm also one of the founding math teachers. So I've been at the school for since its beginning. So I can answer any questions you've had from day 1 to day current.
Hi, my name is Shandita Shah. I am a senior here at MS358. I am also a part of the dance company. And my experience at MS358 has been exceptional and life-changing, as I've learned a lot from my peers and teachers. They have supported me from all my 3 years, and I've learned how to overcome my challenges, and they've been very supporting throughout learning about me and what I want to do.
So I would describe my experience at MS358 like elaborate and very different from one of my experiences in elementary school, because back then I wouldn't really participate a lot. My confidence was pretty much low, but now that I'm in the school, I feel like my confidence has been like higher, my self-esteem, and I've also been feeling like I've been getting better grades. So one way to like describe my experience would be exciting and rather really like improving.
Hi, my name is Zoe, and I'm in the 7th grade. I think I show all the core values, but I think I show fellowship and excellence the most. The reason why I think I show fellowship is because I'm always helping my peers around me when they need help. I think I show excellence because I'm always working hard to achieve my goals and to maintain my principal honor roll that I got in all 3 marking periods. I'm a Phoenix poet, I'm a dance company member, I'm also part of the book club, and most importantly, I am a student ambassador.
Welcome. My name is Amir El-Karani and I'm the principal of Middle School 358, the magnet school for STEAM exploration and experiential learning. We pride ourselves on ensuring we are exhibiting our core values on a daily basis. Those core values are fellowship, integrity, resiliency, and excellence. We also pride ourselves on providing our students with a very unique program, a program that allows them to explore things like the arts, science, technology, and being able to take high school level classes at the 8th grade level. Understanding what's needed for success at the next level is the basis and the core of what we do here. Ensuring our scholars leave prepared, equipped with the tools they need to succeed at the high school level is important for the foundation and their future.
All right, I'm gonna cut the video short because we're pressed for time, just a slideshow of the images and video of our school. But I think, again, hearing from our students and also hearing from our principal does a lot to let you know how our students really feel about the experience they have here at our school. Just some quick highlights of MS258. We just finished and completed our 10th year of existence. We are a relatively new school in the district, but we feel like we've accomplished a lot in the 10 years that we've been around. We're also a pro school, which gives our educators the power to do unique things with our program and really meet the needs of our scholars with the instructional shifts that we've made with our program. We've had a principal of the year within the last 10 years through the Magnet program. Our students are going to some really top-notch high schools, to name a few: Townsend, Brooklyn Tech, York, and also Thomas Edison. In the last 10 years, we've heard back from our alum who are currently attending schools like St. John's, NYU, and Columbia. And this past year, we got back data that 600 applicants put our school as the #1 choice. And we only have 100 spots open in 6th grade. So it's really great to know that our school's name is getting out there and that our families really want their scholars to attend. This past year, we received an award from the Magnet Schools of America as a top magnet school. We were the only school in New York State to receive this award. So when we say we're doing great things, we are, and we're getting a lot of acknowledgement for these. As Mr. El-Karani mentioned in the video, our goal, our mission has always been to prepare scholars for high school. So we have a big focus in 8th grade where our scholars are taking 3 Regents level courses. They take the ELA, they take the algebra, and this year the earth, space, and science. We're working on building to work in the US history, hopefully within the next 2 to 3 years. And we let our families know that, in order to be prepared for high school, it means that you have to be ahead. Many of our scholars come back and tell us that they graduate within 3.5 years. They're taking AP classes or graduating early so they can attend college. So we really want to make sure that we're setting up our scholars for success once they leave our school building. One of the unique things about being a STEAM school is that we can offer a multitude of these electives. Every year, our scholars get to choose 2 to 3 of these electives to rotate around. And the list change based on some residencies and partnerships that we build with organizations throughout the city. And just some of these are mainstays that stay within the last couple of years. We're also a project-based learning school. Our scholars engage in experiential learning. Every marking period, they leave on a trip to see what they're learning in real life. Today, our scholars went to Alley Pond to connect with their science unit about water quality. Next week, our 8th graders are going to the 9/11 Museum to wrap up their 9/11 unit. The next marking period, they're going to be going to the Tenement Museum to align with the work that they're doing with the immigration unit. So we always want to make sure that our scholars are out of the building to experience the learning in real life to make it more meaningful. One of the things you heard a lot in the video was a lot of our scholars really love our dance program. So I'm going to just take a few seconds to highlight it here. Every student in Middle School 358 takes dance as a class in 6th and 7th grade. If they would like to continue to build as a dance artist, they can take it as a major, which will be their electives, and they can practice that outside of the classroom. And if they're really someone who wants to pursue dance as a potential high school journey, they join the Phoenix Dance Company, and our dance company has performed all over New York City. They've been at Barclays. They performed at high schools. They performed at Black History Month celebrations at a lot of elementary schools. They've been all over. And our dance teacher, Miss Stewart, is amazing. And she really provides a lot of opportunities for our scholars who are interested in dance. We understand that in order for our scholars to achieve all the success in academics, we have to provide them as much academic support as possible. So we have WIN periods where we support them with literacy. We have math interventions in 6th grade. They come to us in 6th grade and we want to make sure that they are as close to grade level as possible. We partner with our after school program, CEC28, to provide learning during that time. We take advantage of Saturday school. Our 8th graders just finished a 7-week cycle of learning. We have a newcomers program for our incoming Ls, and then we have a program called VIP, Very Important Phoenixes, where we bring additional educators into the classroom to support with test prep. One of the cool things about 358 is that not only do we work hard, but we play hard. And one of the cool things that we do at our school is we have 2 assemblies for awards. One is virtual, where we invite all our family members to come and celebrate and clap and cheer for our scholars who win awards. But then a few days after that, we invite all those families back into the building and our scholars as well for a breakfast. The past 2 years, we've been getting it catered by IHOP. And one of the things I love about it is that the kids love the pancakes and the French toast, but they don't eat the avocado toast and the crepes. And that's when I get my carbs for the week because there's tons of leftovers from that. As I mentioned earlier, we partner up with QCH to do our after school program, but we also have educators who want to highlight their passions of things that they do. So we have a cosmetology program for scholars who are interested in doing hair and nails. We have a basketball club, soccer club, anime club, badminton, cricketing craft, thread and needle. I met with a group of 5th graders from PS55 today, and they had all these ideas of clubs that they wanted. And at 358, if you can get 10 to 15 friends who are interested, we'll make it a club for you. In addition to celebrating awards, we have something called Phoenix Holiday, where we give our scholars a day to take a break, to relax, hang out with their peers. We also give them a chance to break bread with each other. So the day before Thanksgiving break, we let our kids just enjoy the day, reward them for all the hard work, and let them know that get refreshed, come back, and get ready to go. The last thing I'll share is our senior events. Again, they're with us for 3 years. They work so hard. We want to reward them with as much as we can. So in 8th grade, they do an overnight camping trip called a fellowship retreat in Camp Moriah. They do zip line, bungee cord, rock climbing, rope courses, campfires, all that good stuff. They have a senior trip to iPlain, New Jersey. They have a senior prom at Villa Russo's here in Queens. And we have our final assembly, which we call our graduation at St. John's. So a lot of great things to look forward to as they work towards their senior year. We do have another open house coming up November 19th. Feel free to take a picture of this or screen capture it. It's happening next Wednesday from 4 to 6. Please, if you're really interested in 358, we can talk more about how we can ensure that we're going through the application process to help your scholar get into our school. And here's my information. If you have any more questions or concerns, follow us on our social media for any updates, and I'll stick around to answer any questions in the chat. Thank you very much again for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mr. Narenbroom. And we have Miss Lauren Mendezabal, guidance counselor from York Early College Academy next.
Hi guys, good evening. I am from York Early College Academy. I'm one of the school counselors. Just give me a second here. So we are early college school. We have 6 to 12, grade 6 to 12, and we are led by our principal, Miss Deborah Krumpa, and our assistant principal, Miss Olarte and Miss Reese. We are a public school, so we are open to all scholars. You don't need to take a specialized exam for us, and we believe in a 7-year commitment. So this is our vision and mission, and this is something that we say to each other throughout all of our meetings, just so that we remember that this is this is in our forefront. So the mission of York Early College Academy is to provide a highly supportive and academically challenging learning environment for traditionally underserved but strongly motivated students who are committed to college and career success. Upon entering the 6th grade, college and career preparation is introduced and continually communicated to all students while progressing through a rigorous curriculum and instruction centered on critical thinking, research, communication, professionalism, writing, and problem solving. Our mission will be actualized in an environment where trust is cultivated among students, teachers, administrators, staff, parents, and the community. So we believe in partnership between the students, the staff, and parents. These are our core values that are introduced to our scholars and is part of their academics. So they do get spark points in most of their classes. And for our 6th and 7th graders, with their spark points, they can earn PBIS points, which they could then turn into getting something from our store. So it's service, perseverance, advocacy, reflection, and collaboration. This is some data highlight from us. We have 100% graduation rate currently, the last couple of years. And our scholars can earn up to 60 college credits per throughout the years with us. And 90% of our cohort last year was able to take college classes, and that's like an average savings of about $15,000. So some of our scholars, when they graduate with us, they're able to go into college, and they're able to save about 2 years of their college career. This is our scope and sequence. So in 6th and 7th grade, it's pretty average. I mean, they're taking drama, they're taking health, and they're taking, their pre-algebra. We also introduced a level up because we believe that every scholar has the opportunity to, we know that everybody learns on different levels. So there may be some scholars that need more support in their academics. So we do believe in giving a lot of that support. So in 6th grade, we actually incorporated a level up program for reading and math. So that is now part of their curriculum. So regardless of if you think that you're not probably going to be part of York Early College Academy or something, we encourage everybody to apply to us because we are here to support you regardless. In 8th grade, our scholars start taking their first high school courses. They take biology and algebra, and they take their first regents. By the time they're in 9th grade, they're taking their first college course in the summer. And our 11th and 12th graders are full-time at the college campus and taking college courses there. And we started introducing a work-based learning program for our 11th and 12th graders. And that is a class that we are introducing internships to our scholars and introducing what it's like to be at the workforce. So helping them doing resume building skills and interview skills. Just things that we feel as an overall scholar is going to help them in the workplace for their future, whether they decide to continue going on to college or they decide to get into the workforce. Once you are at the college in 12th grade, you get to choose one of these majors. So we have aviation, which is a certificate program. So when you graduate with us in the 12th grade, you actually could get the certificate for aviation. We have business line, health professions, humanities, and real estate, which is coming sometime this year, which also you'll get a certificate, which means that when you graduate from high school with us, you will also get, if you decide to choose that, you will get the certificate for it. And we have the STEM program. So we do believe in giving as much support to our scholars as possible. We offer daily tutoring during lunch. Most of our classroom teachers, if they're not doing a lunch club, they have their doors open so scholars could come in and get some one-on-one tutoring. We also have some level up programs for math and reading, and that is offered either early in the mornings before classes start or in the evenings after class is over. And we also offer a virtual version for some scholars that can't make it on either one, and they could do that virtually over the weekends. So we do offer a lot of support to make sure all of our scholars are meeting that academic level. And we also have the platforms as IXL, Castle Learning, Epic, and Sora. On top of the academics, we understand that our program may be a bit rigorous, so we offer a lot of social emotional support. We have a SLC class that's given to our 6th through 7th graders. I believe it's 2 or 3 times a week, and then our the rest of the grades 8 through 12 are given once a week. They meet with their advisors. We also offer peer mediation programs. We have our staff are trained in therapeutic crisis interventions and restorative circles. And we have at-risk counseling. And we also, again, this is a partnership between the parents and the staff members. So we believe in, working with the parents and working with the staff so that we could help our scholars out. And at Yucca, we expect our scholars to maintain an 85% GPA and 95% attendance rate. So, we want all of our scholars to graduate college ready and, have our core values at hand, which is the service, perseverance, advocacy, reflection, and collaboration. And again, this is a partnership between the families and scholars and, of course, the staff members. So we do expect a lot from our scholars, but we also, celebrate a lot. So we have lunch clubs. Our lunch clubs do change depending on what the scholars may want to see. If there is something that they want to see opened up, like we're more than willing to open up another club. So these are the ones that some of the scholars last year wanted to see. So Lego Club is a big one that the kids love. We have Dominoes that opened up, which is new this year that the kids wanted to see from last year. We have like drama, and these are just some of the clubs that every day is a different club. So the kids could come upstairs for lunch and then just come meet with one of their teachers and join one of these clubs. And then for after school, for our 6 to 8, we are with GRYC, and they offer a homework help and tutoring. For the first, I believe it's 45 minutes. And then after that, they have some nice activities for the scholars, which are art, dance. They have soccer, which is really big. Most of our scholars like to play soccer during lunch. We have chess, bowling. We have band, which is the only program that's after school that is offered from our social worker that is for grades 6 through 12. So if you decide to join band, you could stay with it up until 12th grade. For our high schoolers, it's just PSAL. And I'm sorry, am I over time?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. I just want to share real quick. This is my parent coordinator, who's Miss Perry. And if you have any questions, you guys can reach out to her.
Thank you so much for the presentation from York Early College Academy. Before we go to the next presenters, I'd like to add that President Quentin has something to share with us. Go ahead, Quentin.
All right, thank you, Annie. Thank you, schools that already presented. Just want to give some updates. One, for the presenters going forward, if you could just make sure you keep at a normal pace for our translators to continue to be accurate with their translation. And also, community, you can put your questions in the Q&A tab that's on wherever on your screen or on your phone. And presenters, you guys will be here for the whole meeting. So as long as you guys have questions, our presenters are going to be here till the end to answer them. So thank you, everyone. But I also want to take my time and humbly invite our superintendent, Dr. Blake, to bring greetings for District 28. Dr. Blake, are you here?
Yes,
He
I'm here.
is.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Just want to say good evening to everyone and welcome to our middle school admissions town hall for District 28. We're honored to have everybody here tonight, along with their dedicated principals and school family community members. I also want to extend a heartfelt thanks to the CEC led by President Quinton for their continued support and tireless work on behalf of District 28 community. Together, we are building opportunities and pathways for every student. Just want to say that in our district, we boast 8 middle schools. Middle School 8, number 72, 157, 190, 217, 287, 332, and 358. Our schools 157 and 190 is on the north side of the district, highly sought after schools. 217, 358 is on the central part of the district, also highly sought after school, and 332, 72, 287, and 8 on the south side, all outstanding schools in their own rights. So just want to thank you very much for participating in this middle school process. As a former middle school and high school principal, I do know what it takes. So this is very useful information. And I want to thank the town hall through the CC, rather through this town hall setting to present our schools to you. So thank you very much. And I'm pretty sure you'll have your choices. And we just want to give you an equal opportunity to select what's best for you. But District 28 is a place to be, the great 28. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We stay great. Thank you, Superintendent Dr. Blake. And back to you, Annie.
Thank you, Quentin. Thank you, Dr. Blake. Next up is Mr. Kenneth Goetz and Lucille Silovekis. I hope I said that right. Guidance counselors from New Prep, MS8.
That's okay. My name is Ken Getz. I'm a school counselor at New Prep. Welcome. Let me share my screen, and I hope I do this the right way this time. Share sound. Share. Okay. And I have two places. And of course, the box is not where I need it to be. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. All right, so welcome to the New Prep Middle School 8. We have been the best kept secret in Queens, but the secret is out. This is our principal. That's what we like to say now. This is our principal, Dr. Katiana Lusaint. She sets the tone of our school, emphasizing a love of learning, emotional health, and student voice. These are the core components that make the New Prep experience and make your scholar a part of our New Prep family. Me? We have seen that when our scholars feel emotionally seen, heard, and cared for, they achieve higher academically. They also feel our school is not just a school, but another home as well. And we always like to say, once home, always home here at New Prep. This is our administrative team. Again, in the center, we have Dr. Katiana Lusaint. To her left, we have Assistant Principal Mrs. Leathers. And to her right, we have Mrs. Kurlovin, our new assistant principal. We're very excited to have her. Our school currently has 360 students. We also want to showcase that starting this school year, we have moved to smaller class sizes. Our class size limit is now just 23 kids in a class. Rest assured that if your child joins us at New Prep, our staff will get to know them very, very well and look after them. We take emotional health very seriously, so we have our New Prep raves, our 6 culture pillars of respect, honesty, accountability, voice as in student voice, empathy, and spirit. It is these cultural values that we put in the forefront of every aspect of the New Prep experience, both academically and with social emotional health. We value students learning and experiencing the arts. We have our weekly arts program called Arts and Education. This is a weekly program where scholars choose which art they want to learn more of. The current art selections we offer are step dancing, culinary arts, journalism, karate, general art, and foreign language. We are also very proud of our amazing tradition of basketball and sports excellence at our school. And these next few slides illustrate just how important our values are and how we keep our students feeling connected, seen, and heard through these core values. Each class at New Prep takes part in an advisory program twice a week with specifically chosen staff members in order to help their learning community grow and thrive. And we celebrate all different cultures at New Prep. We are a Class Dojo school. We use Class Dojo for instant communication between parents and teachers. We also use Class Dojo as a way to reward our scholars for good behavior and good citizenship at New Prep. We use pause points. They use these pause points to redeem them for prizes at our pause store. We offer 2 foreign languages at New Prep as part of our course catalog. We offer both Spanish and Korean. Other courses that we offer Regents in English, algebra, and biology. We offer strategic reading periods where scholars are placed in intervention and Regents classes based on what they need. We have our Arista Junior National Honor Society for kids with grades 85 and above. We celebrate our kids. We celebrate our scholars. We encourage our students to aim academically high, putting classwork at the forefront of our scholars' academic experience and making that the most important part of our grading policy, where the teaching and learning is happening right there in the moment. That's where we feel is the most valuable part of education. And we value student voice. Now, a lot of middle schools are talking about college and pushing, and we, of course, want to push our students for college and careers. But we also want to recognize, and I take a personal stake in this because I am the parent of a 6th grader this year who just started middle school. Some scholars may be ready to look to college. Others may be just beginning to learn who they are. And it's why we value student voice and why we value that middle school is just part of the process of where they are and beginning of who they're going to be learning to be. Oh, pardon me on that one. Sorry. Wrong button. And we value empathy, understanding, accountability, because we are part of a community and we are part of a family. And again, I want to go back to student voice, where we have different ways of students feeling connected and really being a part of their middle school experience, shaping it. We have student government, we have an equity team, we have a debate team. Our spelling competition is the most suspenseful, amazing event every single year. We have a school newspaper where our journalists go to work, tackling every issue they can come up with and to ask us with and challenge us with. And you can see that we have a lot of parts of our culture where we celebrate different parts of the year. And again, I'm pressing the wrong thing here. And in a minute, I'm going to play for you some student testimonials. This was us at Halloween this year. We were book characters, and a lot of our staff decided to take Wicked on as a theme. So you have a mix of of all characters from Wicked, the movie, as well as The Wizard of Oz. Oh, excuse me, Wicked, the book, and the book, The Wizard of Oz. And I'm going to pause this right now because I really want you to hear our student testimonials. So I'm going to start with my friend here, Blessin. Actually, I'm going to start with Priyanka here. We want you to hear her.
Hi, my name is Priyanka Devi, and this is my 2nd year in New Prep Middle School. And New Prep is special because there's like a lot of fun activities, and we have such an amazing community, supportive. They host a lot of fun events, just amazing.
Next, I'm going to, if I do this button right, there we go. Pardon me. There we go. I want to hear from my friend Blessin, and then one more after that.
Hi, my name is Weston and I am in 7th grade. One thing I like about New Prep is the teachers and the counselors because they help the kids feel like New Prep is home, and they also help the kids feel like their feelings and how they feel, and they talk to them.
Okay, I don't know where that music came from, so I'm going to click out of that. And let me just finish with my friend Humaira.
I'm Humaira, and I'm a 7th grader at New Prep. I love New Prep because of their hospitality whenever they see like new kids or new 6th graders in our school. They always make them feel comfortable, or they always make them feel like it's home. That's why our New Prep swags have once home, always home. Another reason why we put that sentence on that New Prep swag is because teacher and a student in our New Prep makes a really good bond. You could, like, once you're here and you're comfortable with us, it's hard for you to leave New Prep. And that is one of the things that makes it special to be a student here at New Prep.
So that is really it for us. We are going to put our information in the chat. We do have one more open house November 21st, a week from Friday, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And we hope you'll come check us out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Getz. That was New Prep. That was amazing. Love the testimonials up from the kids. Next up is presenter number 5, Mr. John Grego, principal of Russell Sage Junior High School, CUNY 190. Welcome.
Hi there, everybody. How you doing? Good evening. Let's see. All right. I want to welcome everybody. Thank you very much for having me. I am going to start with a short video, and my favorite video that I love to show. But I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to get into everything that makes Russell Sage so great. All right. Hi, welcome. My name is John Grego, and I'm the principal of Russell Sage. We work really hard to build school spirit and school community. We all really work together to build a place where students can really learn, feel great, and succeed.
We do have diverse students. We have motivated students. We have students that care about one another.
Sage really truly represents Queens, the most diverse place in the whole wide world. Our Sage staff and students come from many different countries and cultures.
Every background, every religion, every culture. We know that it's special no matter where you come from, no matter what language you speak. Everybody is treated equally. You are a Sage owl the moment you walk through those doors. That is what creates a family more than just a school.
I've never really experienced anyone being mean to me just because I'm from somewhere else, nor to any of my friends. They're actually more welcoming.
So the overall feeling is wonderful. I'm very honored to be in this school because the kids and the students and the teachers, they're so cooperative, they're so generous, they really want to engage you and really help you.
Coming in, I only knew a few people from my school, and now I know my whole class and we can all hang out and it would be fine.
And the teachers, they're very kind and they're very understanding.
All of the teachers are really supportive on your way of learning.
Schools are the center of community, so it's really important to have our families have an input, so we run lots of meetings with our parents. We find ways to make everyone feel like they belong.
Principal Grego tells the students, even before they become students at Russell Sage, when we have orientation, is that if there's something that you want at Sage that we don't have, we want you to come to an administrator, go to a teacher, go to an adult in the building and say, hey, I would like this club or I would like this activity.
There are a lot of sign-up sheets everywhere around the school so you can sign up. It's really easy to. I really appreciated the opportunity to be able to be in all these different clubs because I'm able to meet new people, I'm able to meet new teachers, be more comfortable with the community. Yeah, so being involved in these things are definitely ways to form connections with your peers. All these things you are with different kids, with different grades. So it's really fun because you get to meet new people and you also create a really good relationship with the teacher.
I'm in band and I go to after school strings. Usually I'm really nervous about meeting people, but it has introduced me to many new people who have the same interests as me.
So I'm involved in the math team, and math team is basically like a family.
So I'm in the volleyball team, the girls volleyball team. I'm in financial literacy.
I do band as a talent. There's theater, they have student council.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for the opportunity because it's shown me new things and that I can use further in the future.
We're surrounded by 122 different languages just in this borough alone. We have adults in the building that speak 4 and 5 different languages. In New York City schools, you're pretty much going to get Spanish or French. So anytime we could throw something else in there to give them an opportunity to learn something new, we can.
So I'm doing Mandarin. I've done Mandarin since 6th grade with the same teacher. I would have never thought I would be able to learn Mandarin because my perception of Mandarin would be like really challenging and very difficult. But honestly, over the course of 3 years, it was really easy for me to learn the language.
I've never thought that I would be able to learn Mandarin, but now I've gotten to learn how to write it, the history behind it, different traditions, and it's been fun.
We want to make sure that our students are prepared, and so we are always devoting our time. We want to make sure that when they get to high school, they have the material that they need.
Each class, you get to take a Regents at the end of the year, which allows you to get high school credits.
When Principal Grego joined us a few years back, it was only for algebra. He sat down with us as a cabinet and said, hey, I want to offer it to all the kids, all students, no matter what their abilities are, to take the Algebra Regents in 8th grade, the Living Environment Regents, the U.S. History Regents, and the Language Proficiency Exam. And this year is the first year we're going to be giving that exam in Spanish, French, and Mandarin.
They prepare you like you're in high school the whole year so you could get a little feel of high school when you're in middle school.
This is home. Russell Sage is home. The kids appear to be happy, the staff appears to be happy, there's learning going on, and there's plenty of opportunity, so this definitely feels like home.
That's so nice. That's such a great video. Well, I'm gonna go over a couple of things with you guys. That's our website there at the bottom, www.russellsagems.org. Definitely go visit our website. It's got all the information. It's got that commercial you could watch again and again. It's got this PowerPoint presentation. Our next open house is November 21st, so definitely sign up for that. Again, you'll find that information on our website. Also visit us on our Instagram at JHS190 Russell Sage. Lot of information there. We do have 4 assistant principals in the building. So if you look at our 8th grade assistant principal this year is Dr. Manessis. She will be next year's 6th grade assistant principal. So when you come to Russell Sage, you'll have 3 years with the same assistant principal, 3 years with the same guidance counselor. So this year's guidance counselor is Miss Del Rio. So next year she will be the 6th grade guidance counselor. We do that on purpose so that you have a point of contact for all 3 years, the same assistant principal, the same guidance counselor, trusted adults in the building so that you know who to reach out to each year you're at Russell Sage. In addition, obviously we have a social worker, Mr. Bota, 2 deans, Dr. Albin and Ms. Payne, which I always say is a great name for a dean, but they're 2 wonderful people that'll be pushing into rooms, visiting with your children, the students, very proactive, not reactive. We really support the students in the building. That was not 7 minutes, but definitely come visit us on November 21st. That's that. I wanted a June placement exam. We do have honors classes there. The placement exam is going to take place in June. For more information, you could find that on our website, on our Instagram at Russell Sage, at JHS190 Russell Sage. The video did speak to the academic coursework. Our way of looking at things is we have 3 years to get your children ready for high school. So we work really, really hard to get them ready. It's all about giving everybody the opportunity for the Regents in 8th grade, Algebra 1, U.S. History, and the Biology Regents, and like foreign language, the Spanish, French, or Mandarin. Talents during the day. Let's say they want band during the day, they want to learn how to play the trumpet or whatever. but they also want to do the violin. We offer violin after school. So there's a lot of opportunity both during the day and after school for your child to get what they need. I'm going to stop now because it says I'm a minute and a half over, but definitely go visit www.russellsagems.org and our Instagram at JHS190 Russell Sage. I'll be here until the end to answer any questions. Our next open house is November 21st. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, and hopefully we'll see everybody in September. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Greco from Russell Sage Junior High School. Just a quick note to presenters, please stay to the end for the Q&A section. And everyone else, please put your questions in the Q&A feature on Zoom. Next up is presenter number 6, Stephen Busalato, Assistant Principal of Catherine and Count Basie Magnet School, MS72. Welcome.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you. I am the proud assistant principal at MS72, Catherine Count Basie Magnet School for Multimedia and Performing Arts. And since we are in multimedia and performing arts, I think it's fitting that I share a video with you guys to start that was taken and utilized by our students, if I can get it up there, and cut by our students, right? We can't get the right screen going, can we? There we go. Okay, well, hopefully that loads. I'll shift over to this and hopefully I can come back to that. So our school's mission and vision at CCB, like I said, we're a multimedia and performing arts school. We provide a well-rounded education to all scholars. We meet the needs of the whole child through rigorous project-based and culturally responsive and interdisciplinary curriculum that utilizes multimedia and performing arts. We promote creativity, self-expression, equity, teamwork, and a lifelong learning in a supportive environment as scholars prepare to become leaders. And this vision is, as at CCB, through multimedia and performing arts, we empower and educate the whole child to become the ambassador of change. Okay. Our instructional priorities: ensuring a culturally relevant curriculum. We develop students as digital citizens. We invest in our special education, provide support to our multilingual learners, and ensure students are college and career ready. Okay. A quick breakdown: breakfast is served every morning in our cafeteria from 7:30 to 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, students are sent upstairs for homeroom, and dismissal is 2:20 every day. Half-day dismissals on a day like next Thursday is at 11:30. I know parents' big concern is after-school programs. We do have a lot of after-school programs in the building. We also are a community school and partner with our Beacon program. And our Beacon program does have after-school program, including homework help and an array of things for students, and that actually lasts till 7 p.m. So I know that's big for parents to help with pickup and things like that. A quick overview of our homework, of our grading policy, including homework, exams, projects. We are college and career ready. Scholars are responsible for all assignments in and out of school, and everything should be posted in their Google Classrooms on a regular basis. We are currently piloting iReady Mathematics for our math curriculum, Amplify Science, and also available Amplify Science in Spanish, HMH for ELA, and the rest of our curriculums here, including Spanish that we offer to our 7th and 8th grade students. We also utilize Jupyter Grades to communicate with parents. It's our big platform where we have signed up for whatever we need on a daily basis, communicate with essentially basically via text message with your child's teacher. And our teachers are extremely receptive on a daily messaging, talking, updating for a majority of the positives for our school. Utilizing Google Classrooms, and I said daily, grades are posted weekly, here to keep you as up to date as possible with your child's academic progress. little snippet down there of what we offer for our electives. As many of our other schools have said, we have electives twice a week offering dance, band, drumline, theater and Broadway junior, photography, podcasting, visual arts, sound and lighting. This year we also incorporated culinary. We also have a DJ set this year. There's cosmetology this year for the first time. And if there's something that a child really wants, all they have to do is ask. We've opened up cosmetology, was actually a suggestion from a student from last year, which we were able to get implemented this year and partner with somebody to get that going. So as long as they're vocal about what they want, we'll gladly work with them. We are a uniform policy school, and so Monday through Thursday, a top with a BASE logo is required with black or khaki bottoms. Okay? If your child has gym on that day, they are allowed to wear athletic bottoms. On Friday is dress down day, adhering to our school policy handbook for what they are allowed to wear. Cell phone policy following the state mandate. Devices are collected every day at 8 a.m. in homeroom and returned in PM homeroom at 2:20. We do utilize PBIS. Students get a lot of rewards here for following our BASE core values, which are compassion, accountability, resilience, empowerment, and service. So we really like to highlight the good in the students and what they're doing and provide them these points when we see them doing something that is above and beyond or even what they're supposed to be doing. So even something as basic as showing up on time, taking out your notebook and copying that learning target, getting ready for your class, showing the teacher you're prepared, that can earn you points, right? Just getting that routine and rhythm. And then this could all be redeemed at our PBIS store, which is next to the cafeteria. So on a bi-weekly basis, the store opens up and through the scan, the child can redeem their points for whatever's in there. It could be food, it could be books, it could be snacks, it could be a variety of things. Last year, we could have an iPad and some Apple headphones in there. So the prizes vary from the littlest to the largest. Okay. As stated, some of our after-school programs, homework help, exam prep, readings prep, volleyball, badminton, sports, dance, esports. We have drumline, cheerleading, arts and crafts, STEAM. We have a chess club, cheer and dance, mentoring programs, photography and videography, gymnastics, Top Chefs, and many, many more. And this is with our community school partner, our Child Center of New York provides these for us. This year, our Christmas Carol will be the remix, a Run DMC. The performances we put on at our school are top of the line. They're top notch. I see the counter going down. So I'm going to run through these real quick. But auditions and later on in the year, we'll be having this wonderful performance, incorporating with the spelling bee. We celebrated Hispanic heritage this already. A quick snippet of it here. So we were able to get an outside vendor to come do that.
You're rolling your fist and you're kind of making
This
the
is
shape
for trying
of
to
the White House.
Annie Jr. from last year. So
All right, good to see all you again. Drake, yes sir, dismiss the staff. And Grace, if you get your notebook, who was that?
Oh, this is Amy, Mr. Robots. She'll be with us for Christmas.
That's not a boy. Orphans are all boys.
I'm sorry, sir. You just said orphan, so I chose a girl.
Well, I suppose I have to.
We have this is our second consecutive year doing Starbucks in 7th grade, where they're connecting their expressions and equations learning target to a Starbucks day, and the students, as a reward, are completing the problems, actually get Starbucks made by our math teachers. Character day. And I'm going to leave on
Ladies and gentlemen,
the best day
in the
of our
left
year.
corner, hailing from Southside Jamaica, Queens, your heavyweight champions of the world, the BASE Jewels. And in your right corner, their opponents, breast cancer. They've been at this for 4 years now, and the BASE Jewels still remain undefeated. They're strong, resilient survivors.
It feels amazing. Every year, this is our 4th annual Breast Cancer Awareness Parade, and every year it seems to get bigger and bigger. We're so excited that the parents come out, partners come out, the precinct, the 113th precinct supports us. So each year, it just feels amazing to know that no matter what, we have made a difference if it's just one day out of the month.
And I know I'm short on time, and thank you. We have Dad's Day, our book fair. We're doing Movember. The beard's starting for me. I'll have a mustache if you see me in person on the 19th. By then, I will have the mustache to support men and our mental health and men cancers as well. And getting you guys up into the school, we have pancakes with the principal and all admin once a month throughout the year to bring parents up. So I know I rushed through that, but I appreciate your guys' time, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Assistant Principal Busalato. Very quickly, before we go on to the next presenter, I'd like to say that Mr. Ahmad Chalet is here from the Office of Student Enrollment to tell us more about middle school enrollment. Please stay to the end for Q&A. Okay, so next up is Ms. Angela Lisa, Principal of Stephen A. Halsey Junior High School Q157. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening to the CEC and to all the District 28 families. Let me share my screen. There we go. Okay. I am Angela Lisa. I am the proud principal of Junior High School 157, Stephen A. Halsey. At Stephen A. Halsey, we are located in Rego Park, Queens. We serve grades 6 through 8. Currently, the number of students registered are 1,703, so we're a large middle school. Students attending different schools throughout District 28 can apply to our school via the middle school application process, so we are an application process school. Students can also apply to the Performing Arts program by preparing and submitting an audition, and all of this information can be found on our website, which will be in an upcoming slide. This year, for the 2025-26 school year, 6th grade offers were offered to 400 zone students, 129 non-zone students, and 31 through the Performing Arts audition. At Junior High School 157, we celebrate a very diverse culture. That is part of what makes our school so beautiful. Our students come from very diverse backgrounds. They represent countries all over the world. There are over 30 languages spoken by our students at our school. In some classrooms, there can be up to 10 languages spoken, with Russian, Spanish, Uzbek, and Chinese being the 4 most spoken languages. We are also a very diverse population of learners. There are 225 multilingual learners, 350 students with IEPs. We have 8 to 9 classes on each grade that are accelerated learners. And we also have an ACES program. And if you look at this picture down here, that's our ACES students celebrating their culture with a project that they completed. This, you should take a screenshot or a picture of this. This is our administration. These are our different assistant principals. Their email addresses. If you have any questions about our different content areas, you can certainly reach out to any one of our APs, and they will be happy to answer any of your questions. Classes. So we have honors classes, general education classes, we have ICT classes, and new for the school year, we opened up an ICT honors class on each grade. We have 12-1-1 classes, ACES classes, and a SETS program. All students participate in rigorous standards-aligned curriculum in every class in every subject area. For social and emotional support throughout the middle school experience, we have grade level teams where an assistant principal, my lights go off in this room, an assistant principal and a guidance counselor and a dean all stay with the same group of students for the 3 years that they are here at Halsey, so that our families and our students can develop a very close relationship with our staff, therefore supporting our students for the 3 years that they are at our school. Our mission, we celebrate diversity, embrace technology, emphasize the arts, and cultivate leadership in our school. Leadership is a big emphasis. It is a focus of ours, and developing our students as leaders is very important. Our vision, we emphasize rigorous differentiated instruction, access to accelerated learning opportunities, and we celebrate our students' strengths, their identities, and their diverse cultural backgrounds. Again, we celebrate the arts, leadership, we provide our students with leadership opportunities, and we support their social and emotional growth. Halsey is a Leader in Me school. Every day we look for opportunities to provide our students with leadership, chances to be leaders throughout the building. We have a student government, which is our student lighthouse team. Students propose and run after school clubs. Students run, for example, the Halsey News team. Students participate and organize and run great assemblies. Students organize and run events for us, such as the STEM fair and the upcoming college fair this winter. Students make decisions and designs for school improvement. If you look at the pictures on the bottom, those are 2 students who last year designed 2 doors in our school and actually painted those doors, put their artwork on the doors. We our eighth grade academic program. We offer obviously Regents courses, algebra Regents, U.S. history Regents, life science, biology Regents, and this year we are piloting the English Regents. Halsey results. Our overall test scores in ELA, our New York State test scores are 72% in ELA, 84% in mathematics. We have many students who are accepted to the specialized high schools. Last year, we had 24 students accepted to Stuyvesant. 61 students in total were accepted to specialized high schools, and 24 were accepted to Towns and Harris. Our schedule, we operate on a 6-day schedule, days 1 through 6. Each day 1 through 6 is a different schedule. This allows us to include extra courses in our students' program. For example, all of our 6th graders have a STEM class in their schedule. Our schedule for the day, our schoolyard opens and our cafeteria opens at 7:30 in the morning. Students can come into the schoolyard, they can socialize, they can have a hot breakfast. They could take a grab and go breakfast if they would like. They start school at 8 a.m. and they follow an 8-period schedule. Our dismissal is staggered. Grade 6 leaves at 2:15, 7, 2:17, and 8 at 2:20. Technology. All of our classrooms are equipped with state-of-the-art new smart boards. Students use Chromebooks in the classrooms. Students use Google Classroom and all the Google applications. We have obviously a student website. You might want to take a picture here, and our Halsey Instagram. Our Halsey Instagram is an amazing place for you to get a snapshot of life at Halsey. So I definitely suggest you check that out if you are interested in our school. You will see different talents, performances. You will just see like fun activities and just general life at Halsey if you look at our Instagram. We are also using the Jupyter platform. This platform is helping us communicate with parents about students' grades, their assignments, and just improving the communication between teachers, parents, and our students so that they can stay very updated on how their children are performing in each one of the content areas. Our talents, we are known for our talent program. We have a very strong talent program at Halsey. We offer 7 talents: the visual and fine arts, theater arts, instrumental band, vocal chorus music, dance, computer technology, and STEM. When students come to our school, they are able to select the talent of their choice, and they remain in that talent for the 3 years that they are here so that they develop that talent and they become like professionals. We see our students starting 6th grade, being completely unable to play an instrument and being almost like a professional by the time they graduate in 8th grade. And many continue in high school playing the instrument or dancing or being in theater arts in high school. And many of them also get into specialized high schools based on our talent program. We have many extracurricular activities, sports. We have a baseball team, a basketball team. Tonight, our basketball team actually played at the Barclays Center and won. They beat the other team that they were playing. They're on their way back now. That is why I am here tonight. Flag football team, volleyball team, soccer, cheerleading, badminton, and more. Track as well. So these are just some of our students who are participating in the sports. We also have after-school clubs, a chess club, a yoga club, cooking, robotics, green team. Children propose different after-school clubs to us, and they run those clubs. They're actually the leaders. They take the lead, and they actually run those clubs. So students can propose any club that they would like to start. and we encourage them to do so. We have a math club, a math team, debate. This is a photograph of our news club, our news team. They actually run the team. The students run the news team. Each morning we do the announcements. Halsey Fun. We also love to have fun at Halsey. Like I said, tonight, our students are playing at the Barclays Center. We've performed at Citi Field, just different fun parties and dances and STEM fairs and different assemblies. So we really, really like to have fun at Halsey as well. So there's plenty of opportunities for our students to engage and just to build school spirit and develop our school culture. Busing, students can have opportunities. Our 6th grade students have the opportunity to have a yellow bus service. Our students with IEPs obviously also have yellow bus as well. So this is actually, it's just the regular DOE rules around busing, but these are the actual, this is the information about the miles. And that is it for Halsey tonight.
Thank you so much, Principal Lisa. That's Stephen A. Halsey, Junior High School's presentation. Thank you. Before I go on to the next presenter, I would like to say that this recording will be posted on our website, CEC28. I'll put that in the chat for you later. Many thanks so far for the presenters, and please stay for the end for the Q&A. We're nearing the end. We have about 4 more presentations, so please stay for the end and also speak to our MS enrollment specialist. Okay, presenter number 8, Miss Melissa Boscarino of Redwood Middle School, Q332. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Melissa Boscarino. I am the Magnet Coordinator for MS 332, the Magnet School of Leadership and Exploration, also known as LEADX, located in Jamaica, Queens. I'm here tonight with Ms. Fabre, our guidance counselor.
Good evening. A few fast facts about LEADX. Our principal's name is Mrs. Katan Brown, otherwise lovingly known as Mrs. KB. Our assistant principal is Dr. Cassabury, and I'm Mrs. Fabre. Our location is on the 4th floor, and we are a co-located school. We're on the 4th floor, which we refer to as the penthouse. Our school colors are purple, white, and silver. 6th grade is entitled to transportation. They're entitled to a school bus or an Omni card. Our school hours begin at 8 a.m. and end at 2:20 p.m. Lunch and recess start at 10:17. We know it's early, but those are the times that we have. Our periods are 43 minutes long with a 2-minute transition time.
Our Magnet School theme is leadership and exploration, which comes to life as students learn communication skills, how to collaborate, problem solve, make decisions, and explore their passions. As you can see in these video clips, students are engaged in science lab. We also take our learning around New York City. LEADX doesn't stop in the classroom. As you can see in these photos, students visit the Tenement Museum and Queens County Criminal Court, just to name a few experiences.
How are we different? We're a very small school, and our classes are on 1 floor. That gives us the opportunity to really concentrate on our students and see their whereabouts because of the distance. It's all, like I said, it's on 1 floor. Every faculty and staff member will know who your child is. All faculty and staff members will help support your child's needs, whether they are in their class or not. Because we are such a small school, the faculty and staff know a lot about our students, and they feel very supported by our staff members. Students have a choice in activities. Students have an opportunity to attend after-school extra help for ELA, math, science to prepare for state exams, the specialized high school exam, and Regents exams. So a little bit about our uniforms. As you can see, as I mentioned, the colors are purple, white, and silver. These are some of our students dressed in our uniforms. They have options when it's warm. There are short sleeve shirts. When it gets a little bit colder, they have the option of hoodies and a few long sleeve shirts, as well as sweatpants. And uniforms are encouraged daily because we are a uniform school. I want to read this for you really quickly. Some kids, this is a look at our hallway. On the right, you can see some of our bulletin boards. On the left is actually one of the walls in our school. And I'm going to read it to you. Some kids are smarter than you. Some kids have cooler clothes than you. Some kids are better at sports than you. It doesn't matter. You have your thing too. Be the kid who can get along. Be the kid who's generous. Be the kid who is happy for others. Be the nice kid. And we like to encourage students to just be themselves. Be a good person. Be a good human. Be the one that stands out for doing something good. Just being a nice person and not following the crowd. This is a peek into one of our typical classrooms through the panoramic lens. So our current sixth grade classes, on average, is 22 students per class. We have the smaller class sizes, which allow your child to get attention and personalized instruction that meets their needs. As you can see the setup, this is a typical setup in the classrooms with small clusters that allow students to interact with each other, share opinions, and share their work.
Students hard at work, our lessons focus on project-based learning, where students move beyond theory by actively applying knowledge and skills and content to new situations. This year, we offer 3 Regents classes to our 8th grade students. All 8th grade students take the Algebra 1 Regents, and then our Honors 8th grade class takes ELA and Biology. We offer clubs every Friday. A few clubs that we're offering this year are the Chess Club, the Comic Book Club, Art Club, STEM Club, Kahoot Club, Writing Club. If students want it, the teachers make it happen. Students do have an opportunity to rotate clubs throughout the school year, and this is a quick video of our STEP Club practicing. LeadX likes to have fun too. We have various school spirit activities throughout the school year: Breast Cancer Awareness Walk, Valentine's Day Dance. We celebrate National Hispanic Heritage Month and our famous Career Day every May. We go on many field trips. Here you can see students at the New York Historical Society, where they participated in an American Revolution exhibit and then material for the arts. We have partnerships such as Brain Power, which teaches student movement, Elevate, which focuses on study and time management skills. The Dinner Table Book Club is an all-girl book club that focuses on leadership and self-esteem. And then the New York Historical Society residency with our 6th grade social studies classes. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Stay in touch through our website and Instagram. We thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to working with you in the future. And then we just want to point out that on the middle school application, we're still known as Redwood Middle School. That was our name before we became a magnet school. So we apologize, but just don't get confused. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was Miss Rosemary Fabre and Miss Melissa Bascarino of Q332. Thank you. Next is, thank you. Next is Miss Angela Tushman, principal of the Green Magnet School for Career Exploration, Q217. Welcome.
Thank you. Sorry. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're well. Thank you for having me here this evening. I'm just opening my screen to share. Do you see? Oops, no, wrong screen. Hold on. I was all ready. Now I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, there we go. How's that? Okay, so thank you again for having me here this evening. I am Angela Tushman. I'm the principal of Middle School 217 here in Briarwood, Queens. I am going to be very short and sweet with you tonight because I know you've sat through a lot already, but I will put in the chat the dates of our own open houses. We have 2 more virtual open house opportunities that will be a little bit lengthier than tonight, where we can answer individual questions. And we will also have 2 in-person open house opportunities. Every presentation will be the same, but you are welcome to come to a 217 open house where we can give you a little bit more individual attention. So I'll put those dates in the chat. So we are a Green Magnet School for career exploration. We focus on the arts, science, government, and we are a technology-focused school. I will tell you that no matter what school you go to in District 28, you will be very happy and you will be very well taken care of. I'm sitting here in admiration of all my colleagues tonight and saying, wow, yes, we do that. No, I have to start doing that. So again, tonight just confirmed for me as a parent and as a principal that all of our schools in 28 have so much to offer. I am going to share a brief video with you. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear the sound. Share it. I don't hear any sound. Do you? No.
We can hear the sound.
You
it's
can.
working.
Why can't I hear it?
Welcome to Middle School 217, the Green Magnet School for Career Exploration, right here in Briarwood, Queens. Here at 217, we ground ourselves, students, staff, and families in our shared outcomes. We believe that through collaboration, communication, creativity, planning, and reflecting, our school provides everyone with opportunities for growth and success. I am Angela Tushman, and I am proud to serve as the principal of this dynamic school. What sets Middle School 217 apart from other middle schools in New York City is our advanced course offerings, team sports, innovative clubs, and our unwillingness to stop growing and developing. Our staff is highly skilled and motivated to grow students and themselves.
One of the really great things our school offers is an advisory and social emotional learning program. These 2 programs support our young people and our adults' overall well-being. It gives our children what a lot of us adults didn't have. A place that they are encouraged to be themselves and express themselves with no judgment.
My favorite thing about MS217 has to be the fact that it's an incredibly diverse school. In our classrooms, our teachers connect students' cultures, languages, and life experiences with what we are learning. These connections help us to find meaning in what teachers are teaching.
En MS217 tenemos unos programas nuevos donde pueden participar. Por ejemplo, tenemos básquetbol, animadoras, programa de cirugía del corazón, tutoría de compañeros, club de coding, voleibol, club de natación, club de debate, club de drama y muchos más.
MS217 does a wonderful job at staying connected with parents. As a parent, I believe you should still try to connect and stay involved in your child's education. This school has ample opportunities to do just that.
Every day, our students show us how bright the future is, and it is our job to give them the tools and opportunities to develop talents and interests that lie within them. We hope to continue to collaborate and to grow greater than ever here at 217. Please join us.
Okay, let me go back to sharing. Okay, so again, I just want to say that we are a a very diverse school, as the video shared. We are a community school, which means that we have an on-site partnership supported with the YMCA of Greater New York. In the slide deck that you will be provided, it has this link here about what community schools are and what they have to offer. It is a partnership that is between a community-based organization and the school itself, with wraparound services, extended school hours, as well as resources for the entire family and the entire community. We do believe in mastery-based grading, where we assess students multiple times to show their learning and thinking, and not just one time, until they can achieve mastery, because we know that students don't learn something and master it the first time, right? Think about riding a bike. You didn't become an expert the first time you did it. It takes multiple tries. And so we practice that in our school and in our classrooms every single day. As I said, 217 is a technology-based school. We believe in career-connected learning. We offer students courses that align to careers. We offer students courses such as coding, robotics, cooking, sewing, and all of the likes. We are a green magnet school where we focus on sustainability through education and service projects. We have all of our core subjects that we are required to have. Plus, we have, as I said, the sustainability program, WIN program for academic and career-connected learning. We have financial literacy and many other programs to offer. We do offer regions. We do have a 3-year algebra regions track for 8th grade students to take the regions in algebra. We have all students take the biology regions. We do have access to the U.S. history regions, as well as the geometry regions. And I will say to you that as a parent who went through this process last year with my own child, and having gone through this in the past, I have 2 children of my own in high school. The decision that you make for middle school is very important, because the opportunities that your child receives at this age may not seem important to you now. And I know we're talking a lot about college and career readiness, but the choice that you make now for your child's trajectory for where they will end up come their senior year in high school. I can tell you, I do have my own child who's a senior in high school, and having looked back at his middle school experience and having that opportunity to regents and all these clubs and activities at an early onset set him up at a path that he was able to take more advanced courses in high school and then achieve college credits while in high school. So I just tell you that as a parent, to think closely about the options that schools offer you, and to think about where you see your child landing from college to career in the future. We have after-school programs that offer clubs, teams, sports, as well as homework help and academic support. We have a million clubs, same as most of my colleagues. If we don't have it, you can dream it up and we can make it happen, because we want every student to find something that brings them joy. And if just 2 students find something that brings them joy, we will make sure that it happens for them, because we want everyone to have the opportunity to be seen and heard. So again, I'm going to stop talking because I'm way over time. I'm going to put in the chat the dates for our other open houses, and I hope to see you all in the very near future. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Principal Tushman, for both your presentation and your giving us your perspective as a parent. That's really important to hear. Next presenter is Ms. Jacinda Marin, Parent Coordinator of the Emerson School, Q87. Welcome.
Hello. This is Principal Lau. I'm going to get us started and turn it over to Ms. Marin. I want to thank Principal Tushman for some of her comments, because I wholeheartedly concur that we have an amazing group of middle schools in District 28, and wherever you end up, your child will be served well. What makes Emerson unique? We are very small. We are very focused on building independent critical thinkers, and we fully understand that means cultivating and educating the whole child. So our work does not stop at the academic work. We know that middle school can be a challenging time for many students, and we are very committed to meeting all students where they are and educating the whole child. With that being said, I'm going to show a short video of us doing that work, and then I'm going to turn it over to Miss Marin. We are incredibly committed to making sure all of our scholars are independent, critical thinkers. It is so critical for success in high school, college, and careers to advocate for yourself, to advocate for your needs. Such a huge part of your success is being able to speak up for what you need. And that is at the heart of everything that we do at Emerson. And there's all kinds of unique opportunities that we provide here at Emerson that allow students to do that, whether it's through our Latin program, our music program, our AVID program, or the great math, English, science, and social studies teachers that we have, and the projects and experiences that they have in those classes. All of these activities, all of these experiences work together to build those independent, critical thinkers.
I do feel like I'm heard by the administrative, because whenever we need something, and I involved in like the school to join student government, so like I leadership to like lead scholars into a good future. Well, if I go to high school, I could also join student government, so like I could be a leader there as well. And then like some things to do at our school, I could transfer them to high school, like some ideas, some fun ways to get students involved in like the school. What we do here is to generate ideas for our school. We do one-on-one support, we do group support, and I have this thing in my class called mini teachers, and students are the mini teachers. So they would help each other, and I think students learn better from each other.
Whenever students come into my class, what they learn are a lot of analytical skills and how to tie into the skills into literacy. A lot of what I try to do with my students is to make it enjoyable for them so that they're able to have fun in the class and know that what they're learning is going to tie into what they're doing outside the classroom as well.
The soccer team, or we have some other team like the basketball, volleyball team, we have after school, we have a dance team, and there's some other activities that you will be surprised when you get here. The sports is a lifelong resource in the middle school. It helps the students improve and overall have a physical, mental, emotional, and also social skills because they get to know and socialize with new students.
Latin is really great to learn because a lot of our students here at Emerson already know a language, so it makes it a lot easier for them to pick up Latin and help them with their English language as well as their native language. It also helps them with their grammar and new vocabulary that they're going to see on state tests. It also connects to science and history. So a lot of jobs such as medical field, lawyers in the law field, and even technology use a lot of Latin-based words. So it's really great for students to get that Latin-based as young as they can so that they can use it in their own field. I know personally doctors that wish they had Latin when they were younger. We have seen whenever parents are involved with the school setting system, education, scholars, their children perform better academically and behaviorally in the school. They see that the parents are involved, they care, and they are in contact with administration, with teachers. That's why we want parents who come to our school to be involved and understand that the expectation is parent involvement with the many good activities that we have.
Well, as an assistant principal, I believe I'm like a liaison between the students and the teachers, supporting them, making them feel welcome and inclusive in our school community. So the way we help students coming in from elementary school to middle school and adjusting is definitely building relationships, understanding that this is new for them. In the elementary school, there are different setups. The schedules are different. These kids walk from class to class. So I'm always in the hallway encouraging them and making sure that they know that they have a voice, but they also have someone here. There must be someone on staff that they could relate to. I am that person, and I also encourage the staff to make sure that they welcome the students because it's a time for them when they're new to this. So I don't want to be the only person. So I encourage my staff to also be welcoming and form relationships with the students.
I'll stop us right there, but that gives you a little glimpse into the work that we do to meet our students where they are every day. I'm going to briefly turn it over to our amazing parent coordinator, Ms. Marin, to share a few words about our upcoming open houses.
Hello, good evening. Thank you, Mr. Lau, for passing it over. I want to thank everyone on the call. I don't want to take too much time since I know we're on a timer. I don't want the Jurassic Park music to go on, but I wanted to share some images from what our community looks like day to day, what our academic programs look like. We have an AVID program, Restorative Justice program. We have so many programs in our school, like Regents Track, Regents Prep, Reading Intervention. We have a Summer Bridge program in our school. These are the programs that a lot of parents ask for, and our principal listens to the community and he talks to the staff that we have, our amazing staff, and they come up with these programs just for our students. We also have a lot of clubs. The newest club that I do know is Dungeons and Dragons. I actually heard from one of the students this week because it sparked their interest from Stranger Things. The kids, they're into movies, they're into shows, and we want to spark their interest. And if they have enough friends to join them in this club, we want to make sure that they feel comfortable and have a place to be at after school as well. So they do have a lot of clubs here. They have dance, they have an after school program, a free after school program at that, which is our arts and literacy program. It's free and it is from Monday to Friday. They offer trips, they offer arts, they offer dance. There's so much things that they offer in these after school programs.
Ms. Marin, can you just slide down to our open house dates? Because I think we're about to get cut off. As Ms. Marin does that, I just want to share one of the things that makes us unique is we are a very small school. We applied and successfully received funding to have reduced class size in 6th grade, which just further allows us to really know all our students well and support them in any way that we can to ensure their success. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
I'm also going to put right here, these are the open house dates that I have for November and December. This is also my contact information. If you want any, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you want to schedule time to come to our school, you can reach out to me directly and I don't mind scheduling that for you at all.
Thank you so much, Ms. Marin and Principal Lau, for that comprehensive presentation. Just want to let you guys know that the Q&A section will start in a few, and the chat is open. I'd like to say a few words about the chat. Please remain kind and respectful, especially when in disagreement. We will not accept hateful comments, and we'll close the chat if participants don't adhere. So we firmly believe that. And on a more cheerful note, I would like to introduce the final presenter of the night, our Miss Michelle De Silva of Queens Gateway to Health Sciences School Counselor. Welcome. Hello, Miss.
Thank you so much. Yep, I was able to unmute. I also need to send a request for sharing. So as soon as that goes through, I'll share with you guys. Good evening, everyone. I will try to be quick. I know everyone is ready to have their dinner, as am I. Alrighty. So I am here from Queens Gateway to Health Sciences Secondary School. We are another 6 to 12 school in District 28, but we're in Queens High School South. So we serve grades 6 to 12. Our school hours are 8:07 to 2:50. We do have breakfast in the morning starting at 7:30. Students are welcome to come in the building, hang out in the cafeteria earlier, but classes do begin at 8:07. We are a small school as well. We have an overall enrollment of 700, so that's about 300 give or take for the middle school, and then 400 for our high school. Our current student attendance rate is about 96%. And for the last few years, we have hit 100% for our high school graduation rate. So I'm going to give information for both because just so everyone has an overview of how this may be a seamless process, you can just do one application with us. and then stay on if you really do feel that we are a good fit. So for middle school, our priority goes to students in districts 28 and 29. And we are a screened school, meaning that we are looking at students' grades. So students who fall in on the scale, meaning they have a 90 to 100 average for middle school, that is what we are looking for. For high school, the expectation is students will be they're screened as well for high school, and we're looking for students in group 1, which means that they have a 94.33 and above. So if a student is at middle school and they decide to continue at Gateway, they could still have to fill out a My Schools application, but they do have priority as they are a continuing student. After continuing 8th graders, then it's Queens and New York City residents, and just for grades, for middle school, I'm sure everyone knows 4th grade grades, and then for high school, it's going to be your 7th grade overall that we're going to be looking at. So we do offer an accelerated curriculum. At the middle school level, all of our students that are in 8th grade will be sitting for the algebra regents, the biology regents, U.S. history, and then the Spanish is the only language we offer. They will be sitting for the Spanish proficiency exam. This then transcends into high school, where we do have an accelerated curriculum as well. So our students who decide to stay with us will be taking 4 regents right off the bat in high school. That's the English regents, math, science, depending on what, if you're coming in with biology and algebra, you'll be in geometry or in chemistry. And then for world history, we're one of the few 9th grade cohorts that actually collapse world history. Usually students receive it across 2 grades, freshman year and sophomore year. We actually give our students, our freshmen, 2 periods of world history. It is also an AP course, so they're sitting for the AP exam in May, and then they're also sitting for the Regents. We are a capstone school, so students have the opportunity to join AP, to try out for AP seminar in the end of 9th grade to go into 10th grade, and then we do have College Now courses. All right. We get our name from the Gateway Institute for Pre-College Education, formerly known as Gateway to Higher Education. And this was a program that was set up back in the 80s to help prepare students from underrepresented groups who wanted to pursue careers in science, medicine, STEM. So Gateway is the Gateway program is offered to our middle school students as well as our high school students. There is an application process. Students must maintain their grades. They must also maintain attendance. We expect them to be in school regularly. It's usually for students who want to explore career fields in STEM or science, medicine. And through Gateway, our students go on trips, but then we also have a ton of great resources. We do have members from the Great Gateway Institute who come and give workshops. We have a ton of resources, and then we get some goodies, as you can see in the picture for our kiddos. We have a ton of extracurricular activities, but I feel like because we're a small school, it may not be a ton for everyone, because everyone has such different interests. Some of the programs are specifically for high school, so PSAL is not open to middle school. However, a lot of our organizations, we are bringing in our middle schoolers to join. So we have an 8th grade committee. I run that as the 8th grade counselor, and I have the kiddos actually help me plan all of their 8th grade activities. So I really leave it in the hands of the scholars because it's with their 8th grade experience. So they help me plan the dance, they help me plan their trip, their stepping up ceremony, all of that good stuff. So they have a say in how their 8th grade year pans out. We also have Broadway Junior that's open to all of our middle schoolers. Last year they presented Aladdin, and the year before that was Fame, and that is a great opportunity for our middle schoolers in the spring. We also have Girls Inc., which is run by our amazing social worker. And Girls Inc. is all about female empowerment and how to support one another. We go on some amazing trips with the girls who code, try to expose the girls to the STEM field as well. There are a lot of different opportunities there. And then our students in Girls Inc. then feed into My Sister's Keeper. We also have our multicultural club, which is huge. We have so many performances throughout the year, and that is pretty much run by the middle school. They have a huge say in how things what events we have and the presentations that they present. We just had a speech event for Hispanic Heritage Month where the kids did like a mock quinceañera. They were able to like walk out. It was beautiful. We also have newspaper, and middle schoolers are able to join that. We and then have student government, where we have reps from each grade level who meet with our student government and our principal every week to discuss issues and activities that they would like to see at the school level. We do work with New York Edge for our after-school program. This is just a sample schedule that they have. They are available right after school until 6 o'clock. I see the clock ticking. We have monthly town halls for our middle school where we discuss issues like cyber safety, college street ordinance there, and things like that, where we get to address the students on a larger scale. And then just because we are in high school, we do a lot of college and career readiness. We do college explorers, teen explorer tours, and college tours with our middle schoolers and our high schoolers. And we have huge celebrations for our high schoolers. So the middle schoolers can see the holistic college application piece, right? Because a lot of them might be first generation or will be first generation college students and may not have someone at home where they can share that experience or learn from that experience. So we really want to bring in the middle schoolers to see what it's like when we have these events and when we have college and career week in the spring and the fall. We just had St. John's come in and speak to our middle schoolers as well, just so they could, even though they may feel super removed from college and career readiness, we let them know that it is still relevant and start the conversation from that. If you have any questions, you can visit our website at queensgateway.org, or you can reach out to our amazing parent coordinator, Ms. Craig, who'll be able to answer any questions you have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. De Silva. Thank you for the great presentation on Queens Gateway. We are now at the end of our presentations, and thank you to all the presenters. They were great. Thank you for staying to the end. And I would like to hand the general Q&A section to our next two council members, Chantel Chambers and Kenya Townsend. Thank you.
1 second. Before we go to the Q&A, I was trying to get in touch with you in the chat. We have our enrollment representative from the DOE here this evening, and I just wanted to acknowledge him and let him pretty much announce himself with his information in the chat on how enrollment supports, how we do this whole process. But Ahmad, are you?
Yes, hi, my name is Ahmad Shalay. Do you have time? Do you want me to do a presentation, or you just want me to give my information on where they can get help?
You can do a quick presentation.
Sure. So I'm just going to do a quick overview of the admissions process. My name is Ahmad. I lead the middle school work for New York City Public Schools. Let's just do a quick overview of the timeline. The middle school application is currently open, and the deadline to apply is December 12th. We expect offers to be released April 15th, and waitlist will open soon after, and the deadline will be sometime in September. So how do we apply to New York City Public Schools? The best way to do it is on myschools.nyc. If you already have an account, just log in. You can reset your password. If you don't have an account yet, you can reach out to your child's school. They'll be able to assist you with creating a My Schools account. And if you still need additional assistance, you can reach out to a family welcome center. So for the middle school process, you can apply to any middle school across New York City. That's why it's important when you log in and use the search, you can use the filters. You can filter for programs that your child might be interested in, such as sports or certain courses and after-school programs that they offer. You can add as many schools on your middle school application as you want. There's no limit. And you can continue to edit your child's application up until the deadline, which is December 12th. So how do students get middle school offers? There are 4 factors. First are the choices on the application. It's really important to list your preferences in their true order, meaning if you love a school, make sure you list it number 1. The next is seat availability and demand. Obviously, seats are finite. Next are admissions priorities, which is the order in which groups of applicants are considered. And then you have admissions methods, which are how students are matched with individual seats. So admissions priorities, if there are more applicants to a program than seats available, students will be considered for offers in groups based on that program's priorities. So all applicants in priority group 1 will be considered first. Then if seats are available, applicants in priority group 2 will be considered next, and so on. As an example, a zone program may have a priority for zone students. So this means that all zone applicants get offers before any non-zone applicants. The common admissions priorities you will see in middle school are sibling priority, priority to residents of the zone, priority to continuing 5th graders, and priority to students and residents of the district or borough. An admissions method is the way a program considers applicants for available seats. If programs have a zone priority, this means that students that are zoned to the school will have priority for that program. We have open programs where schools look at a student's random number, also known as a lottery number. Then you have screen programs, which look at a student's academic record. And screen programs only look at a child's 4th grade grades. We do not look at state test scores. They also have language criteria programs, which assess a student's history with a particular language. And then we have audition programs, like at Q157, where a student is admitted based on the rubric for the audition. And randomly assigned numbers, which is your lottery number, you can view that in My Schools by clicking on your dashboard. As I mentioned, offers will be released April 15th. We'll notify you when offers are available in My Schools. All students get 1 middle school offer and it's automatically accepted. Right after offers are released, the waitlist process begins. So your child will be automatically waitlisted at any programs ranked higher than the program to which they got an offer. So for example, if they got an offer to their second choice program, they'll be automatically waitlisted at their first choice program. And here are just some resources. You can take a picture of this. You can go to our website to find out more about middle school admissions. If you have questions, you can reach out to your school counselor or a family welcome center, or you can call us at 718-935-2009 or email us at msenrollment@schools. Thank you very much. And I'm here to answer any questions families may have.
Thank you so much for coming to our middle school fair. Thank you for the great advice and the presentation, Mr. Chalet. Moving on to the next part of our fair, general questions and answers. Chantel and Kenya, are you ready?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for staying put for the entire presentation. We appreciate your time to get this information for your students and families. So a lot of the questions were answered in the chat, so you can scroll up, but I do see some questions that were not answered, and I'm just going to start with what I see directly. And you can also feel free to add questions while I'm talking. So one question that was asked by Annie is, if admissions never considers state exams, why are so many parents convinced state tests are reviewed for admissions? And is it an offer if it's automatically accepted? And I wanted to ask if we can have the representative that was just speaking to perhaps answer that question, if you have the answer.
Yes. So as I mentioned, screen programs only look at 4th grade grades. So I'm here to tell you that obviously there's a lot of kind of like misinformation around on what we actually assess, but it's all available on our website. And yes, I'm here to tell you that state exams are not looked at. And then what was the second part of the question?
The other part was, and is it an offer if it's automatically accepted?
Yes, the offer is automatically accepted. The only way you can change your offer is if you receive a waitlist offer. So if you receive a waitlist offer and you accept it, it'll replace any current offer that you have.
Perfect. Thank you. Somewhat, and this was also just answered. And principals, you and representatives from the schools, guidance counselors, you can also feel free to answer if you see anything that you would like to answer, if you want to add to that. And I believe we had another question. Let me just get it. This is for you as well. So how are students placed on wait lists? What's the difference between the first and the last student on the wait list?
So when a student starts their middle school application, a random number is generated. After the main round occurs and students are placed on waitlist, a new waitlist is generated. So if it's an open program which looks at a student's random number, students are ordered within the priority group by their waitlist, by their random number.
Thank you so much. And this was asked a little bit earlier, and I don't know if every school feels comfortable, but someone did ask in the chat if the presentations would be made available. Some of you did share it and drop it in the chat, and some of you sent it directly to some of the council members. So I just wanted to put that out there. If any of the school representatives were okay with sharing their presentations, you can feel free to email it to us or send it or drop it in the chat if that would be helpful. And Chantal, I see a question here. Sorry. This was already answered. This is about 217 being a zone priority school. So we did answer that. And I see one here. Does early submission assist with the child being admitted to schools? And I'll open that up to the entire presentation panel.
I'll just tell you no, you can continue to edit your application until the deadline of December 12th. So if you submit your application the first day the app opened, it would have no effect on your child receiving an offer to their first choice.
Perfect. Any other questions? And you all can feel free to raise your hand or come off mute too. It's not solely left to the Q&A or to the chat if there's any questions.
Yes, Kenya, I just wanted to mention, so Laura Rogers did have a question.
Yes.
I just wanted to get a more definitive answer. That says, does Russell Sage have theater as a talent? Russell Sage.
Yes, hi. We don't have it as a talent, but we do have it as an after-school activity. We have a Broadway Junior program. Every year we put on a show. This year we're doing Le Frozen. But in years past we did Matilda. We've done The Little Mermaid. We've done Annie. So yes, every year we do a Broadway show, but it's not during the day. It's an after-school activity.
Thank you so much.
I also see a new question in the chat from Adriana. It says, understanding that you should be putting your schools in order of preference, why would I not put my zones all the way at the bottom? If I do get accepted to my number one, but want to go to my zone after all, would that still be possible?
Yes, that is actually a very good question. So if you are interested in your zone school, but you're also interested in additional schools, make sure to list your zone school last. The reason is you have the highest priority to attend your zone school. So if it's listed number one, you'll be matched automatically and nothing beneath it will be considered. So we always tell you to please list your zone school at the bottom. Now, let's say you match to a school that's not your zone school. And then after offers are released, you decide, you know what, I want to go to my zone school. What you'll do is add your child to their zone school's wait list. And then after maybe a few days or a few weeks, the zone school will make an offer through the wait list.
Can I just add to that though, because I want to be very careful because a lot of our schools do reach capacity come the beginning of the school year, 217 being one of them. So although we're people's zone schools, sometimes we reach capacity and our classes become capped and students are then sent to other schools. So I don't want to disillusion people to make them think that if you decide at the end to just go to your zone school, that there'll automatically be a seat there. You will be enrolled and you will be registered even if we're capped. However, you may then be given a letter to go to another school that does have an actual seat. So I faced that, so that's why I want to bring it up. because that unfortunately has happened to some parents at 217. And, it doesn't mean that just because you have a zone school that they will have a seat for you. So it's important that you put yourself on the wait list for your zone school and wait for them to call you off of it. Thank you.
And thank you, Principal Tishman. That's absolutely correct. It is always based on seat availability. So if you are interested in your zone school and you really want to go there, obviously list it first, but if not, list it last. But correct, there are situations where a school is capped and you would be sent to another school.
Thank you both so much. And also in the chat, I know 157 also added to that as well. We had another question about Halsey. They wanted to know what the audition process is, and does the student audition before open enrollment closes?
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Nate Chonkin, assistant principal. Miss Lisa went to go take care of our students who are returning from the Barclay Center. They're returning pretty late tonight. I'm happy to answer that question. I'm actually a good person to answer it. I'm the assistant principal in charge of talents here. So the middle school application process for the performing arts auditions at Halsey receives submissions through My Schools, and it will accept submissions through the end of the actual end of middle school enrollment, so December 12th. If you would like to find out, we have 5 different talent backgrounds that you could apply through: band, dance, chorus, theater arts, and visual arts. And if you would like to see the requirements for each, you can visit our website. I'll put it in the chat. It's halsey157.org. And it can be found under families and performing arts auditions requirements. You'll see all the requirements there.
Thanks so much, Halsey. We really appreciate you being able to answer the question. Hope the students got back safely. And we had another question that I wanted to just open up. It just asked about, to any of the presenters or schools, if you can share how your school supports students with IEPs and how you collaborate with D75, Horizon, and NEST programs to ensure inclusive and effective special education services. Anyone at all can answer that question.
Hi, I can answer for Sage. Like we have a D75 office like in our building. So like we have a number of D75 students that actually mainstreamed into like gen ed classrooms. So like we support like D75 in that sense, and then as far as our special education students in the building, we our goal is always at least to have children in at least relationship environment. So like we always like work with the children like focused on that goal. So like by 8th grade, many of our students are less serviced, as they say, because that's the goal, for them to eventually not need those services anymore. So we do like work, we do like work to adhere to the goals that are in the CEP, not the CEP, the IEP, and the CEP also, but the IEP. Yeah, so that's what we do at Russell Sage. I know a lot of the schools do the same thing. We have meetings at all our principal meetings every month, where the D28 team, goes over like all the data and all our schools, just making sure that, everybody's meeting their mandates and things like that. Dr. Blake, like meets with, additional principals that need additional support in that area. But every school always seeks for the students to lower the restrictions and ultimately provide the most least restrictive environment.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Just to add to that District 28, we are very inclusive. We really cater to every kid in terms of whether they're IEP status. So we were one of the only 5 districts across New York City that has been given the innovative inclusive program, which is a program that really teach our educators how to teach kids with autism. So even that is in District 28, and we are proud to say that we have piloted that in 6 schools, and we'll be extending the pilot to other schools in the district because we're very serious about inclusivity in District 28.
Thank you so much, Dr. Blake. We appreciate you adding that. And I wanted to add in from 332, they just mentioned that they have an ICT and self-contained classes, and there's also a D75 middle school in their building. So they do have students who mainstream into their core classes. So thanks for adding that. We did have another question about SAGE. I don't know if you see it, Principal John. I don't know if you want to answer it out loud or.
Yeah, I'll just let chat with her.
With her on the side. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. And
Yeah.
so we want to thank you. So how can we get, I do not have an account creation code for my school. We have not received invitation letter from my school. We have contacted school today via email. Okay, so the enrollment specialist did put their email in there for you to reach out to them so they can assist you with getting the invitation letter. And again, we want to thank everyone for your attentiveness and asking of your questions. We know that it was a long evening. We do have a feedback form that I just placed into the chat, and we would love you to put in any questions, feedback that you do have. This helps us to make this better. If you know any parents that have missed this and really want to see it, this recording will be on our website. And we also will be circulating some of the flyers for a lot of the open houses that you mentioned. And so representatives, if you all can feel free to email us your presentations and any flyers for your open house, that would be helpful. The information is in the chat. And I will pass it over now to our esteemed president, Quentin.
Thank you, Kenya, and thank you all, the schools, presenters, principals. Thank you, families of our community. Thank you, district leadership, for all coming out here today. And thank you, our council members. And I want to specifically say thank you to our administrative assistant, who does a lot of behind the scenes inviting, reconfirming with everyone, Dorinda, and then also the council members who took this extra challenge on top of their plate. Annie, who went through the whole agenda with our schools and presenters. Thank you. Chantel, Kenya, going through the questions. You guys are phenomenal. And then we had Lou. I saw you, Lou, answering questions, came with his expertise. And Alicia, you're always here supporting and just growing and just giving us more feedback and questions and different things that we all have done to make this happen. This has happened. We did this, and not just we. It's District 28 the Great. So why would we expect anything less than great? We only do excellence, but we don't use the word excellence. We use great. So thank you, Dr. Blake and the district team, for showing up. Thank you, schools, again. Thank you, council members. Thank you, community. And please, presenters, send your decks to our email so we can put those on our website with this presentation that will be replayed. And travel safely. Congratulations to all of the students that are going to get into any of these phenomenal middle schools. And one more second, Spanish interpreters, do you have any questions on the Spanish line that we might have forgotten?
No, we don't.
No problem. Well, you guys are dismissed as well. Time is 8:48. Everyone have a great night. Thank you again for coming.